Welcome back. This is turn 25 on our Nidavangr playthrough. Thank you for continuing watching as this novice still learns this game, it seems, all the time. So let's jump in. We are moving through our research and didn't seem to find anything there. We didn't find anything else. We see man take the throne of the artificer. So we have a few fights. Jump ahead. This is our cave province again. And we will go ahead and fast forward this because doing the same script, cat eyes, group bark skin, this one we're not really too worried about with all the undead. That we should be able to push through very quickly with minimal losses, I would think, especially with our prophet banishing in the back. So let's go ahead and move on. Yep, minimal losses. Oh, we did find an enchanted sword though, so I have to keep that in mind as well. And we'll always keep checking our Nidbeth to see how they're doing. We see Micklin and Vanheim fighting. Looks like Vanheim is just cleaning them up because I believe we didn't see the fight on their cat, but I think they're just moving forward. And then we also fought in Silver Grove. So this is the throne province we're trying to scout out. So let's go ahead and pause it and see what we're up against. So a lot of earth gnomes up front. And then, it can extends out, and then we have these vine ogres to take up. So, it's a lot, but we should be able to fight through it with 25 hit points, but again, no protection and no resistance. Our great swords will cleave through our sacreds, and similar with these vine ogres. The thing that we have to make a call in debating is we are more than likely pulling the plug on man next turn. So do we really want to send our sacreds and lose some hearts, or sorry, souls, in fighting this fight here? And what do we get out? And then it is a pretender. A lot of gems on it. Skull Talisman and Hammer of the Mountains. And do we have any other mages back here? That's a priest, actually. An easier way of doing this. So we have an Ivy King, nature gems, and that's it. So really two mages and a heap of units. Oh, it's actually the vine ogres. What's their common speed? 12? Yes. And these are 10? Ooh, 7. So we can definitely get a hold and have them meet, but they're kind of hitting roughly the same time. So that is something to be careful about when we hit that shrine, or not shrine, throne, if we're still here. Let's keep moving. So we have the fight on Uric with TC. So they brought in a lot of cavalry, crows, and wow, they really positioned right there at the front gates to go ahead and block them. That is probably a very smart move with these warriors going to have these protection, defense getting blessed up. So they're communioning up. Kind of go ahead and scroll back and see. So they're trying to shoot, looks like attack rear with all this archer fire. Strength of Giants, blessing going out. They just cannot get through. So these spearmen, I would have thought had gone down by now, especially before these sacreds made of the moons get in there. Saw a far strike getting shot out. They just cannot get through this wall. So let's speed it up. Ooh, that blade wind. Oh, that blade. Oh, this hurts. I think they try to use blade winds to just push through, but it is not. Oh, yeah, blade wind is just decimating their own troops right here at this. Just. Oh yeah, and turtle strategy is working now. You're at the maidens and these archers. One thing to learn is that I believe that even though they say 12 ammunition, if you're on the city wall, you never run out. They have unlimited ammunition, so just peppering in. So what a loss for TC, and especially with them about to be at war with Vanheim. They lost a good amount of troops, 4 mages, or geomancers, and really you're just held strong with this. So, and the more devastating thing, as I said, is with Vanheim hitting, I think not next turn, but the turn after. I had to go back and look at the log. TC wants to end quickly. Let's just go over here. So Vanheim, yeah, they have Micklin, they're cleaning up, they're moving down, and TC is in a world of trouble. And that's why I didn't take the nap with Vanheim. I don't think I can, but we'll get to politics here shortly. So we had unexpected attempt. Oh no, assassination attempt in Mun. It was a giant rat. So hitting. Oh wow, they came in sleeping. And when you're sleeping, you have no defense. So how did they miss? Oh, just there. So just. Oh, there we go. So. Looks like not today, rats. Oh. Good. Glad we kept our commander there. Misfortune 3 just keeps piling up. And then this is new to Dom 6, where we have yearning artifacts, but we do not have any construction, and I don't believe we're going to be able, well, we have construction 1, excuse me, but I don't think we'll be able to see. I think they all require much higher construction than what we have access to. Yeah. Yeah, no yearning artifacts. So let's talk a little bit about the political side, and then what are we doing. So we know Vanheim is coming down TC, and depending on how long TC can last, hoping that Vanheim can push against it. I am worried about TC or Vanheim, but I have no good way to get through it. Either incur with end and fight this flank, or I try to just make sure they don't go for it. So I feel like Man and I really need to go at it, I feel, or Vanheim. I mean, they may be sweeping anyway, but if I don't take care of Man and I throw my force against Vanheim, Man has had it as well. And they're also, it's just right there. And they're in, again, I'm surprised that there's not been more fights along the borders. My expectation with Man, which we're going to end our nap, is for them to move these troops up. And I'm going to try to keep a scout there, and I need to start diving into Man's population. So I have accrued, we have several wolf clans stealthed, ready to go, getting some more here. So we have these 3 wolf clan groups going in and on the side, and we're going to be having our mages go in. So we are twice warning our crow mages to go ahead and have them be able to be useful. And yeah, this is our target. So they're going to be working on a palisade there. They may be keeping a lot of people here. Our goal is to try to hit in and try to keep them kind of backpedaling with these streets. But with these, quote, murder ponies, the execution may not go play. I really don't really have, or the other option I have is to not, as said, not align with Vanheim, push through in and try to hit this eastern flank, since we really have one pointed connection. But if I do that and Man attacks, which I don't think they would with 2 other wars, but then this is loss. If I do well in the war, I'm hoping then maybe I push to the right, but at this point I'm just not sure. Regardless, I do not think I'm going to be taking this throne. So, because I want my sacreds to be ready to go. And actually, map move 14. Let's go ahead. Maybe we shouldn't be moving them out. That's 18. I think the bears can get there, and the wolves. So let us go ahead and grab some. Yeah, we will grab our stack here, and let's move up. because this will be slower to start marching on man. Alright, what else? So if we're going to declare against man, and imagine these stacks will separate with End and with Ashdod. I'm expecting to see more war fronts here. Then we're going to be moving into the middle. So what else are we doing? I don't think we're still site searching, so we're still trying to cover it, but I don't think we've looked at recruitment recently. So we're still recruiting mages and using up all of our income each turn to try to push these off. So sacreds, we're getting wolf clean here, trying to balance with our quickness. We've got plenty of bear mages. We're recruiting mages in the Impassable Mountains, and we're recruiting mages on this side as well. But this will take 2 turns compared to the others 1. Underground, since this is going well, our Palisades coming up. We have 2 more months there. We're going to keep patrolling, make sure this goes up, and our goal is to sweep north into more Zots, which we've split up this fight, and to come back down to pop up under the woods. I assume man has seen me below, but that's where we're going to be coming out of from this. So our target points for our war will be the Woods of Weeping, Griffin Rock, and I want to have some in the back line as well with our Wolf, I don't think it's Reavers, is it? Wolf Clan Reavers, yeah. So, hey, I'm learning the nation. So research targets. I first thought maybe I should change this. I was hoping that we could support with some elementals for our bear mages after they buff up. But then I remember, we have not found a single earth site. We have some fire, but we have no really great access to fire elementals. We could recruit, the Garnet Sorceress, but that's just fire 1. So we have to spend a gem to get, let's just talking through this. We have to spend a gem to get Phoenix Power to go up to 2. Then we have to spend another gem to do a summon lesser fire elemental. So it'd be 2 fire gems per elemental for a lesser. Not great, but it's something. But the other thing is we need to go ahead and build a lab, and it'd be slow to recruit. So I don't know if that is really an option. So we don't have Earth. We have Death. So maybe I will go ahead and pivot. We only have 2 mages. We'll need to get a 3rd one. Start trying to use Shadow Blast. How good is Bolt of Unlife? Armor negating. Good. Magic resist. Nah. 1 area effect. I mean, it's something. We don't have Shadow Bolt. Area effect 1 still, damage 7, paralyzing. It's basically just this Shadow Blast. It'd be great if we could hit Shadow Blast, but that is level 5. I think that's what we're going to do. I also looked at, because we have Earth Weapons of Sharpness, but I really don't think our damage is going to be the problem to get through. If we look at the Knights, did we see man attack? No, we did not. Let's just pull up the nation. So their protection is 18, but with their bless, I was just with, I guess awareness will help. I was thinking, I've seen them with higher protection, but protection 18, defense 17. This defense is what's going to be really stopping us. They protect, if we look at our sacreds again, they're 25. They'll be boosting when they die or get a kill. So let's say 27, 29. It would be in the low 30s, maybe 31, if everything hits. Yeah, I don't think we really necessarily need weapons of sharpness to push. I do think it would be better to go, we already wanted to go through evocation. We don't have a good way to do gifts from heaven either, because we have no Asher on our bear mages. So yeah, I believe I'm going to try shoot for that. So do we get anything with low level conj that would be helpful? Tar pits, not really. Help us underwater. Nature. Yeah, I think until we got to 4, which we could do the Dragar, which could help. Is it worth? I think I'm going to pivot. I think I'm going to try to push Evocation and try to help with our Crow Mages, and next turn recruit another Crow Mage. To keep it. And sorry, this is usually try to think of what I want to do before I start recording, but this time now I'm wavering. So there's a lot to think about as we move forward into this. So, and for people that are more knowledgeable than me, what would you do in this position? As trying to showcase, I feel like we've been catching behind. Maybe we were not as behind as I thought. Maybe we should attack sooner. But right now, what do you think is the best play? Let me know, because I'm also interested in learning and what I should be targeting, and not to get blinded by this neighbor here. The last thing to touch base is underwater. So we did go ahead and bid again. We'll see if we get them, but we have enough troops, so we're moving on. We have 2 Krakens on either side, so we want to hit Boat Eater, and we're kind of positioning our Water Eel in the middle with the militia, which are going to fold to either side. So this is a risk. Not sure if we're going to 54 units. I'm hoping the elemental just comes in swinging and being able to crush that, but I'm not confident in this fight. So we may be spending turns recruiting to try to push into, but we do see TC also going into water. It's like the same turn, so that's interesting as well. That will be it for turn 25. Again, longer episode than normal as I've been trying to think strategy, but thank you again, and see you next time. Bye. Welcome back. This is turn 26, our Nidavangr playthrough. So let's jump in because we have a lot to talk about. So pushing on Evocation, as we discussed last time, being ready for our war. We have twice born our Crow Mages, and we did not find anything. So let's go ahead and run through the fights. So this was, I believe, against the Zots. Let's go ahead. Turn on colors, even though it's hard to see. So, yep. We learned our lesson, trying to space out, and did not throw javelins at our own heads. So, huzzah, we have done better. Looks like pretty clean fight overall. And, yeah, I'm going to skip the rest because we have our sacreds now in. So, did we lose anyone in this fight? No, we did not. But let's check. As always, we need to see, because we're about to enter a war, what do our sacreds or Nibeth look like coming out. Ooh, and there was a battle against Uric. So Uric came out of the gate. So after that devastating loss, they come out to fight without their walls and fortification. I'm going to speed through this because I don't think we'll learn anything with this many barbarians and archers. It's just going to, yeah, run over Uric. So that was unfortunate to see. So yeah, lost. What did they lose? Blackhawks, barbarians. So a lot of they're just infantry, nothing major. So pretty rough loss. So I imagine Ch'i is going to be going back in. And then we have the Boat Eater. So this is our province we were iffy about coming in. So again, we are fighting some of these Triton troopers. The problem, they have poison barbs. Do these even have reach? Yeah, they should, right? Length 3, so they wouldn't be hit by that, but I still do not think that it's going to go well for us. Did we get quickness on our elemental? Yes, we did. Perfect. So in the thick of things, yeah, the elemental is just going to not really do a lot. Again, that's unfortunate. But yeah, so, well, but this is kind of what we expected with the force like what it was. Unfortunate. So, we killed not really a lot. We lost a lot of our militia because these things don't do much, and then Triton troopers just stomped over them. So, in good old woods, people left and lost some income. Alright, so this turn is where I'm sending a message to end the nap with man. Thought long and hard, as you probably heard the discussion. Man, I think this is the only time I'm going to fight, and if I don't fight now, he's going to war on me. I'm still worried about Ch'i getting steamrolled by Vanheim. However, I did not nap Vanheim because I want them to feel like I could come in here at any moment. But we're going to start moving in with man. So let's talk about troop movement, where we're placing. So I'm hoping to free up both Ashdod and End. I now need to go back and look. I wonder if End just had a bump with man. We know Ashdod and man are fighting though. So we're going to be pulling our troops. So we have a nap 2 with man. So right now is turn 26. So message arrives 27. And they'll have 2 turns, 28, 29. So it rises on 27, so what is that? Yeah, 27, 28, and we can attack on 20, 29. I think I'm doing that right. So we're going to be ready for turn 29 and try to set up. So we're going to pull troops back in here. We are still recruiting mages, getting some of our female wolf clans, because we're trying to send most of our wolf clans stealthing into it. So I haven't talked a lot about these groups. They have stealth 40, not huge, with a commander of stealth 40 as well, but I'm trying to get into some of these backline provinces to harass and try to shore up, make sure their knights just can't move through friendly terrain as well, and maybe take out some of these key structures. Because we imagine they're going to be putting a palisade here on this throne. So we have these groups, just to go ahead and show them. We have about 40 troops going into Griffin Rock. How I've missed you. We have going to Kurar. We have 30 troops, and then we're bringing up from the back as well. So to most of our sacreds all ready to go. Actually, I didn't even see him. Let's go ahead and grab that as well. Pick him up along the way. So this is where it's going to look like our main force is, and our major force. And I already did a check to make sure that we can bring our mages over as well, moving through snow and forest. So going to be building up here and pushing in on these flanks. With man here, they're going to be reinforcing quickly, but I'm hoping to also push in on the right side of Silver Fangs. So what are we doing on the right side? Well, we are bringing in our troops that are going to be hidden and sneaking in, and then our main bulk, where a smattering of troops are going to be coming in. It's still a good size, 35 sacreds, and support with mages. So our bears can get there, even though it doesn't look like our wolf mages can. If they change shape, they will be able to reach there as well, because their map move goes up to 22 instead of 18. Let's keep researching, because we can keep our mages. And that's one benefit I didn't think about, is that our mages can quickly get to the front lines a lot easier than others, and especially with our death mages who are twice born, they'll be able to fly through with map move 20 and flying to get through these provinces as well. So moving our death mage over to bring in more troops and be able to research site search for next turn. And our other death mage who's here is going to do a site search, and then more than likely, since we can go ahead and cast Behemoth, we can do that as well. We're still pushing evocation. I really want to bring these online, since it's armor negating and magic resistance still does some damage. And 8+, so it would be what, 10 damage coming in. Yes, they can regen, but I'm hoping that, it would be wonderful if we got up to Shadow Blast with this area effect 9, 35 range, but we will see what we actually get to as well. But yes, so war is coming on. To run through forts on recruitment and where we're recruiting, we're continually getting some more Wolf Clan and Nidhurst to stealth. We're pushing our female Nidlava and trying to balance bear and water mages. We definitely want water mages to quicken our sacreds. Our cap, we're pulling in some actual regular commanders, because I wanted this leadership 100 to be able to set up better formations, because you can do line formations, whatnot with him, and then getting another Nidhurst. So this time we're pushing out more sacreds. And the other fort, again, just pushing out troops where we can. I'm just clicking on a few to showcase wolf clans Nidavangr as well across. And our water province, it's not going to go great. We're going to grab some Shamblers and be ready for when we come in. That's length attack 0. It's going to be not great with the poison, but with enough hit points, I'm hoping we can just push through with enough troops. So, but we're patrolling this, and our mercs, as we see, we're trying to get some wet ones. We can use them with the Shamblers. If these stay around, I'll definitely be recruiting them next turn, but don't want to drop 900 right this moment. But next turn we would, to keep them around for 3 turns. But yes, so that is it. Again, we are going to war, and we will see how it goes. So we have our targets in sight. We want to go ahead and start sneaking in, and yeah, we'll see what the upcoming turns in. So that's turn 26, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye.